Not a day passed that I didn't write something. I couldn't keep myself away from the computer, she wrote on her publisher's website. On bad days, I would type out a page or two. On good days, I would finish a chapter and then some. While Meyer expanded her dream into the full-length story of Bella and Edward, she was simply writing for her own entertainment. She was 29 and the mother of 3 boys under 5 years old. Being an author had never even crossed her mind. In a 2006 interview, Meyer stated, "I wrote Twilight over the summer of 2003. I didn't think about publishing at all until it was entirely done. I was just telling myself a story, writing just for the sake of writing, just for my own pleasure." But as it turned out, those first 10 pages that were written on June 2, 2003, later became Confessions, Chapter 13 of her blockbuster first novel, Twilight. It took Meyer only 3 short months to write Twilight. That is an amazing accomplishment for any writer. Writing a 498-page novel is a huge commitment and undertaking for anyone. Add 3 rambunctious boys, and it becomes clear how driven Stephenie Meyer had to be in order to finish the book. Meyer recalled her writing process and stated it was an unusual experience because I felt so obsessive about the process. It wasn't like me to be so focused. It's hard to be with all the kids around. To balance her writing and family time, she spent a lot of time working on the story at night while her children were asleep. Her sons were 5, 2, and 1 years old. Writing after their bedtime made it easier for her to concentrate and allowed her to have hours of uninterrupted time. On September 17, 2008, Meyer appeared on The Ellen DeGeneres Show and spoke of her nighttime schedule. "I didn't have a lot of time. I lost a lot of sleep. Even though writing in the dark of night seems fitting for an author of a vampire romance, there were also times when Meyer wrote during the day. She found it difficult to stay away from her computer. She juggled writing and motherhood by writing a few sentences between cups of juice and diaper changes. I did a lot of writing with my 1-year-old on my lap. He's kind of a monkey, so he could cling, and I would type around him." Sometime in June 2003, shortly after Meyer began writing Twilight, she started sending chapters to her older sister Emily. Emily encouraged Meyer by checking in with her and asking for more chapters to read. It is fair to say that her older sister became her very first fan. Meyer continued to send pages to Emily, but had no intention of publishing the story. "I wasn't planning on publishing it. It was for an audience of 1, Meyer said. Meyer's mindset changed after the novel was completed in August 2003, and Emily suggested she should try to get it published. With the hefty manuscript finished and the thumbs up from her big sister, Meyer began to research how to get a book published. Less than 4 months passed when Meyer was offered her first staggering book deal with publisher Little, Brown and Company. In September 2005, Twilight would go from an audience of 1 to a first printing of 75,000 hardcover copies. Little, Brown and Company's 2005 catalog described Twilight as follows. Isabella Swan's move to Forks, a small, perpetually rainy town in Washington, could have been the most boring move she ever made. But once she meets the mysterious and alluring Edward Cullen, Isabella's life takes a thrilling and terrifying turn. Up until now, Edward has managed to keep his vampire identity a secret in the small community he lives in, but now nobody is safe, especially Isabella, the person Edward holds most dear. The lovers find themselves balanced precariously on the point of a knife, between desire and danger. Deeply romantic and extraordinarily suspenseful, Twilight captures the struggle between defying our instincts and satisfying our desires. This is a love story with bite.